Hey everybody, I am Pastor Nicole and I'm the children's pastor here at Philadelphia Christian Center. We are so excited that you get to come along for another awesome adventure with Granny Dancy and Ziggle. Over these past few episodes, we have gotten to learn more about the Bible in a fun and exciting way. So today, we are going to learn about another man in the Bible named Moses. A few things we know about Moses. 1, he had a beard. 2, he got to cross the Red Sea with the Israelites. 3rd, he got chosen to see all the plagues. And 4th, he got to get the 10 commandments from God. Moses is a pretty awesome dude. So we're going to open up that storybook today and we're going to read more about it. But we want you guys to think about, why did God choose Moses? Why did God choose Moses to be a part of all of this amazing stuff in the Bible? So, as we learn more, I want you guys to have fun, answer the questions, and also laugh. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Granny Dancy and Ziggle's Bedtime Stories. I have missed every single one of you, so I'm excited to get to tell the story today of a wonderful, awesome man that was used by God in the Old Testament. But before I even tell you, we need to see if Ziggle is here. That must be Ziggle, my friends. Oh, I have missed him so much.
Hi, Grandma Dancy. It's so good to see you.
Hi, buddy. How are you doing today?
Oh, I am doing so good. I am excited to hear what the Bible story is today.
Well, all your friends are excited as well.
I know. Last time it was Christmas, and we talked about Jesus being born. But now it's a new year.
So we are talking about a man in the Bible, and he did really amazing things.
Oh, okay.
But
like what?
His name starts with an M. Let's see if the kids may know who he is. What are your guesses, my friends?
No. Oh, okay.
Did you hear any of those?
No, I didn't. But
Okay.
We'll find out. Do you have any food?
Of course you do.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
I made your
I was hoping-
pineapple
Oh,
donuts.
yes, the pineapple donuts. I was hoping you would have more. Yum, 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 yum.
Now,
Oh, that was good. Did you put extra pineapple in that?
I did.
Oh, I
did.
can taste it. It's very good.
But now are you ready to listen to the Bible
Yes,
story?
now I am full and ready.
His name is Moses, everybody.
Oh, Moses.
Yes, and his story is in the awesome book of Exodus.
Exodus.
Exodus. Now we
like
are-
exit.
Yes. But there's a lot of amazing things that he got to see and be a part of. So we are going to begin when he was a young boy.
Oh, okay.
And you see, at the time, the Pharaoh of Egypt wanted to kill some of the boys.
What? Killed?
Yes.
Like 12-year-olds? Like 90-year-olds? Like when you say boys, what are you talking here?
Hebrew babies.
Babies? You don't kill babies? What's he killing babies for?
He actually wanted to throw them in the river.
Oh! Throw them in the river?
Yes, so his mother...
He wanted to drown a bunch of babies?
Yes, so his mother
Dude,
decided...
this guy's messed up in the head.
Well, his mother decided to put him in the river on her
Wait,
own.
wait. Hold
But-
on.
but-
That doesn't sound like a solution here.
In this solution, it does. You see, she had a basket, and she put her baby boy in a basket.
Oh.
And she sent the basket down the river.
Do baskets float?
They do.
Oh, all right.
So then, as it was going down the river, a wonderful, wonderful lady found the baby.
Oh, another Hebrew.
No.
Oh, who was it?
This was the princess, Pharaoh's daughter.
What? The daughter of the very man who was trying to kill him?
Yes.
Oh,
And
no, she probably killed him too.
No,
It's over.
No, and she found baby Moses, and she took him, and she adopted Moses as her own son.
Whoa, that
Yes.
is a plot twist.
Yes. So you see, Moses lived in a palace. He had Pharaoh as his grandpa.
Wow.
Okay? But you see, his extraordinary story doesn't end just there.
Well, I hope not. That'd be kind of boring. I mean, it's cool, but like, he's got to do something, right?
You see, then one day Moses fled to the desert. And he escaped the desert, so Moses became a shepherd,
Oh.
where he just lived a very simple life taking care of sheep. But then one day, Moses saw a burning bush.
A burning bush? What are we talking here? Like forest fire? Like the whole wilderness burned down?
No, listen to this, children. You see, the bush was not consumed by the fire.
Wait, so like all the leaves were still green? It didn't turn to ash?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And
How does that even work?
Well, ready to hear the next thing?
Yeah.
It's because God spoke to Moses from the bush.
Whoa.
And he said he must go back to Egypt and lead the people out of Israel and out of slavery.
Wow.
So Moses returned to Egypt and confronted Pharaoh. In
Well,
God's
that must have been tough.
would you want to confront your grandfather?
No, definitely not, especially if he tried to kill me as a baby and then I ended up in his house and then for whatever reason I ran away and now I'm seeing God in bushes. Man, this is complicated.
Well, then
Was he scared?
he was very scared.
I mean, wow.
So then Moses demanded freedom for the people of Israel, but Pharaoh refused. So God sent 10 plagues upon Egypt.
Plague.
Everyone say 10.
A plague? What's a plague?
A plague is very crazy things that happened. So the most crazy thing is that the Nile turned into blood.
What's the Nile?
The Nile River.
The river he tried to kill
Yes.
Moses in?
Yes.
And now it's blood?
Yes.
They can't drink blood.
So then Pharaoh remained stubborn, but eventually the 10 plagues took their toll, and he agreed to let the Israelites leave Egypt.
Wow.
So
Moses must have been so brave and awesome and powerful, and everyone was scared of him because he was like a superhero with plagues, and he was never afraid of anything. And so that's why, obviously, Pharaoh let the people go. Right?
Actually, Moses was very scared. So
What?
scared that he didn't even want to speak.
What? How's he going to
Yes.
tell Pharaoh to let the people go if he can't even speak?
Well, just a little bit of help here. His brother Aaron stepped in to help him speak. But,
So Moses wasn't even the guy talking to Pharaoh?
you
It
know,
was his brother. Wait, hold on. Now, hold on. So did God know this? I bet God didn't know that Aaron was doing the talking.
no, God knew. God knew.
So why didn't God just pick Aaron to begin with? He should have skipped Moses, and then he could have talked to Aaron instead.
You know what? Because God wanted to choose Moses for everything he was going to do with the Israelites. But he knew he couldn't do it alone, so his brother Aaron stepped in and helped him.
Oh, so it was like a team thing.
Yes.
They worked together.
Yes.
Oh.
So Moses led his people out of Egypt and into the desert.
Wait,
They faced
I thought they were trying to go to Israel. Why are they in the desert?
They have to go through the desert to get to Israel.
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
So they faced many challenges along the way, but God was with them. But then they came across a very big problem.
Okay, was it a giant scorpion?
No,
Oh, okay.
worse.
A giant tarantula?
No, much worse.
A giant... I'm running out of giant things.
Okay, it was a huge body of water.
Oh, well, that was not what I expected.
And it was called the Red Sea.
Because of the Nile turning to blood and it leaked. And so now all of the seas are red.
No, just follow Ziggle.
Oh, okay.
And they couldn't cross the Red Sea. And to make matters worse, Pharaoh had changed his mind about letting Moses and the people he let go, and he wanted them back.
Well, that's dirty.
So they were trapped.
Oh, no. Pharaoh's chasing them?
Yes.
I hope they swim.
But you see, God had a plan. He told Moses to stretch out his hand over the Red Sea, and the water in the sea split apart, creating a path with walls of water on both sides.
Oh
kids.
my goodness, he cut the water in half?
Yes!
That is crazy. And they were able to walk in between
Yes!
the walls of water?
Yes!
Whoa. You know, I went to an aquarium once. I bet it was like that.
Well, you see, Moses and the people of Israel, then walked through the middle of the sea, children.
Wow.
Once they had reached the other side, Moses stretched out his hand again. And the waters, I love this part, and the waters came crashing down,
Whoa.
washing away Pharaoh's army.
Wait, they still chased them into the Red Sea?
Yes,
Oh my goodness. What happened next?
Pharaoh's army died.
Oh, they probably deserved it.
So now they were free from Egypt at last, and Moses led the Israelites through the desert towards the promised land.
Wow.
However, they still faced many challenges along the way, children. You see, the Israelites grew hungry and thirsty, but God was with them and provided them with food called manna,
Oh, what is it?
as well as water from a rock.
Oh, wow. That is so cool how God provided for their needs every step of the way.
You see, during their journey, Moses climbed Mount Sinai. Can everyone say Mount Sinai?
Mount Sinai.
And he received 10 special rules called the 10
Oh,
Commandments.
10 Commandments. Were
10
they easy to
Commandments.
follow?
No, they were not.
Oh, why couldn't they be easy? Like, be nice to people sometimes if you feel like it.
Because God wanted us to know that we need him of every moment and minute of the day in order to serve him. And we cannot do things on our own.
So it's like when God gives us the hardest rules possible, he shows us that he is perfect and we can't be, so we have to have him so that he can help us.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that is so cool. Now it makes perfect sense.
So after a long journey, they finally arrived at the edge of the special land that God had promised them.
Wow,
This is exciting.
finally. It took forever.
I know. So Moses sent some people to explore the land, but most of them that he sent were afraid of the people who were living there. As a result, God made the Israelites wander in the desert for 40 years.
Oh, no.
Before they could enter the promised land.
That's a long time. I bet some of them died.
So through these challenging years, Moses led the Israelites, teaching them about faith, trust, and obedience to God.
Wow.
You see, Moses was a brave leader.
Uh-huh. Wait, I thought he wasn't brave.
He was brave, though, even though he may not have spoken in the very first moments of the amazing things that God put him through. He still led the people of Israel.
Wow. So even though he was afraid, he was still brave by facing his fears and doing what he needed to do.
Yes.
Wow.
But, you see, after Moses has died, there was another leader,
Oh, who's he?
Joshua.
Like Pastor Josh?
No,
Oh.
no. But I'm glad you brought up Pastor Josh because Pastor Josh is going to answer some questions that we may have.
Oh, I have a big question.
I thought you would.
Why in the world would God use Moses, who was just ordinary and scared, and then he had to bring in Aaron? Like, couldn't he have just done it all himself? Like, came down from heaven and been like, hey, Pharaoh, you're the worst. Let my people go because I'm God and I said so. Here's some plagues. And then Moses wouldn't have to do anything.
Because that's not the way God wanted to teach Moses.
Oh.
Moses had to be taught that he can do anything through the help of God. And that means leading many people through the desert.
Wow, following God is a lot of work.
Oh, it is indeed. He never said it was going to be easy, my friend.
That's true.
But with God's help, we can do anything.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for telling me that story. I loved it. Can I have another donut?
Sure.
Yes! Oh, yes. Yum, 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 yum.
Now, kids.
Thank you.
As we end this wonderful bedtime story, we want you to be reminded of Moses as well. That you can do anything if you just ask for God's help.
That's really good.
And you can be a brave leader just like Moses. Because he was an ordinary man that did...
Extraordinary things.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Hi, I'm Pastor Josh. I hope you enjoyed this Bible story with Mr. Ziggle and Grandma Dancy. It was so cool how God used Moses and Aaron, just totally ordinary people, to do extraordinary things. Now, you might wonder, just like Ziggle wondered, why couldn't God have done all of this himself? Just come down as a burning bush in front of Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go or else," and then send a couple plagues and get them out of there. Well, that's not how God wants to do things. See, God made the world with people on purpose. And even though he knows we mess up over and over and over again, he still wants us to be part of his story. See, God is the main character of the whole Bible, but it's also about us. It's about God working through people to save people. God always wants to bring his people back to him, out of slavery, not just to Egypt, but also to sin. Just like when we a couple of weeks ago gave our hearts to Jesus, it's the same way that God always wants to bring us back out of what we were into what he wants us to be. And that's why he uses special people like you and me, who might not feel like we can do a lot, but he can do a lot through us. You are destined for great things because God says so. Well, I hope you had a wonderful time with Ziggle and Grandma Dancy, and I hope you have a wonderful night. God bless you.